then like to come home and still have a family. You know, most of these guys' family, you know, they've been gone so long. Most of these, half of their family gone, if not all. So, like, I be feeling blessed for that. I ain't gonna care.
You dipped from Detroit though.
Yeah.
What made you move to a different city?
It just.
Okay, well let me back up. How long were you here before you decided that I gotta go somewhere else, or that I want to move somewhere else?
I wasn't even out a month.
What made you bounce?
Not feeling comfortable. Not feeling.
What made you uncomfortable?
It's just the people, the atmosphere. You know, like I first came home, everybody thought I had money. Off back, I came home with a $15 check. Yeah. You know, like I ain't so. I love the support. Like the city showed me a lot of support. I had jobs, house, air. Like you know, like I love the support that the city showed me. But it was just different elements in the city that just had people not feeling, comfortable.
I know.
Like you should be able to feel. I feel like in the city that you was born and raised in, that's what you should feel like the comfortable is at.
You know that ain't true.
And it's not. So when I came home, like I instantly got to moving around. Like since being home, I lived in Arizona. I lived in Florida for a nice little minute. I lived in Chicago for like a year and a half. DC. Yeah, just move around, just seeing stuff.
So okay, but what about
Houston? Another reason why I left here is just like I just feel like you can't enjoy yourself how you would be want to enjoy yourself here when you're successful. Ain't no such thing.
I move so strategic.
Yeah, like
you see where I'm at.
Yeah, like like in Detroit, ain't no like enjoying yourself how you want to enjoy yourself. Like when everything was said and done with, like with my case, the settlement and everything or whatever, you had people actually like going on like social media, people from Detroit trolling me like, oh, I can't wait to rob him now. Like just being weird. It's like it's
do
crazy.
You feel like you should have got more?
Facts, I do. But like I'm gonna be honest, like real shit, like I'm just happy it's all over with. Like to me, like I knew I could have went to trial and got at least.
How old were you when you got out?
I was 23.
Okay, so he's 23. All right, and then you said you feel like you should have got. Well, before you go into it, what would have been the right number for you? Like, what do you think that you deserved, considering that they stole 9 years of your life, right? Yeah. And it don't matter the fact that you made, you know what I'm saying, lemonade out of lemons as far as teaching yourself how to read, none of that, right? Yeah. But when it comes to the idea that they took your youth, they took a lot of your youth,
if it was up to me, at least a dub, at least 20. And I knew, like I ain't gonna cap. Like I had a lot of confidence in my lawyers. I knew if we would have went to trial, we could have got that. And I believe like the city also knew that. Like the city knew like.
When I found the number, I was thinking to myself, oh, that ain't enough. Yeah,
like the city could have, like they knew that. But for me, it wasn't about the money. More so, it was just about like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real. I could talk about it now. Like I was tired, bro. You don't like a lot of people sit and be like, shit, I would have waited, bro. No, like I was tired. You got to think, I've been dealing with the system my whole life.
No, I get
14 to now, like I'm still going like. Like they don't just give you that money. You gotta fight for that. I wasn't able to live how I wanted to live in a sense, like I can go out and do interviews. I couldn't go out and do interviews. I had to.
Oh, because you was.
Yeah, like so I couldn't like I would have to like they was constantly watching my social media. Like I felt like I was still in prison because it was like okay, anything I go out and do, they could try to use and say there. Yeah. So yeah, I was just tired of that. It was just that shit. It was stressful and drainingful.
Did you start to get a lot of people around you that you didn't necessarily was like yo? Or let me reframe the question. Is it more like do you pay attention to the people like that come in your circle?
Facts.
Just in a general sense,
Facts.
like I don't really know what the
man. Even
people, with the women, right? Like
the women got it bad. The women got it bad. I feel like the women, and you know what's so crazy? I'm a cool dude, bro.
Yeah,
I be laid back.
just chill.
But they got it so bad, and I don't know why though. But like they got it the worst.
Why they got it the worst?
I feel like they feel as if like, oh, like he's so up here now, so I gotta be up here. When that ain't necessarily the case with me. Just be yourself. Just be regular. You get what I'm saying? Just be real and genuine. That's what I like. I like real and genuine versus any other thing, versus the looks and stuff like that. Your looks can't get us nowhere. We can't build nothing off your looks, but we can build something off your mind, your emotions. So like having a conversation with a female or just them hopping in my DM and be like, I remember I went to school with you. Like, well, I didn't go to school, but okay. Yeah. I remember we was in the same class. Okay, like if that's the case, that's just the route you want to take. Okay, stuff like just little stuff like that. You know, oh, what you doing? Oh, I got this going on right now. Like I'm looking to invest in this. Oh, I'm investing in this too as well. Then you get to talking, get to having these conversations. You get to. She don't know shit she talking about right now. But it's just she trying to do this because she thinking it's a finesse. Yeah, it's like, man, no, this ain't the way to do that.
Do you think that it's difficult? Do you think it's difficult still being you, but having the visibility? You know what I'm saying? Still being plastered on the news as far as, you know what I'm saying? People still trying to count your pockets or whatever. Because even as a content creator, people always count your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that is weird? Or is it something that you just don't worry about in a general sense?
Man, that shit is so weird. Like every day I be having people post comments. Like if I could post a picture or I post something. Oh, well, I hope you being smart with Joe, with the money you got or whatever. Like I'm.
Why do you think that they care so much though?
I don't know. Like, you know, and that's the crazy thing about it. Like I used to look at it as if like, oh man, that's just the underlying way to hate on somebody, to say something like that. Like, cause a lot of people be hitting me with that. Like, man, you know, I sure hope you doing this. So I got everything in order, bro. Like, I got this. Don't worry about it. You know, so I just look at that like as a grain of salt. Now, like as long as I know, you know, my son, he gonna be straight. I'm straight. You know, people around me, we good. Like that's all I really even care about for real.
You know, it's a like if we just being 100, it's a jealousy thing. It is. The thing that me personally, I think that I feel most comfortable with other people, I don't have to worry about when other people have. I know they don't want nothing from me.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. When I'm around people who got it, I be feeling so comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I be feeling like shit. I can be me. Like I can, you know, like I come to the city sometimes, and it's sad, but like I be like, let me get the fuck up out of here.